Hey y'all, it's me, Kimberly Clark, and welcome to this, my 18th anti-haul, aka what I'm not gonna buy, what I'm not. You know what, I don't really feel like singing that song today. Can you guys sing it? Can y'all sing it instead of me? Let's try it again. I'll just lip sync it. You sing the what I'm not gonna buy song, okay, ready? Here, let's try it again. Welcome to my 18th anti-haul, aka what I'm not gonna buy. I got some lipstick on my teeth. I just filmed a get ready with me for this look. It will be coming soon. Stay tuned. If it's already posted, I will link it in the description box down below. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. My name is Kimberly Clark. I am the fairy godmother of stop shopping, and I'm here to undercut some of the rampant consumerism that is present in the beauty world, and specifically here on YouTube, by giving you a couple of entertaining, hyperbolic reasons why you shouldn't buy any of this shit. Before I start, I just want to point out that if you want to learn even more about consumerism and my thoughts on it, please check out my Listen Up series video on consumerism. I have a lot of really intense, nuanced thoughts. These videos are really fun and frivolous and flippant, but my anti-consumerism is a lot more than that. And so I think if you're really interested in it, please check out that video. I think it's gonna help you really understand where I'm coming from more and really take this video in a little bit more than you would if you were just kind of watching it to be entertained. Also, check out all of my other anti-hauls. I've got a lot of videos. This is my 18th one. My 16th anti-haul video was my best of anti-hauls, which is a kind of the best segments of all my other anti-haul videos. So if you're like, oh, why haven't you done this product? Or why haven't you talked about that product? Check out my other videos, specifically that best of anti-haul videos. And I might have already talked about a product that you have been struggling with, or a type of product or something like that, you know? And if there's definitely something that you want to hear me talk about and try to unpack some of the consumerism around it, please just let me know. Contact me on Instagram, send me a DM. My Instagram name is Kimberly Clark Official. I'm happy to hear from you. I asked in an Instagram live a couple days ago what products you wanted me to anti-haul. Then I posted it on my Instagram story, and so many of you responded, and I got a lot of amazing ideas and suggestions, and thank you. Thank you so much for inspiring me and helping me continue the trend of anti-consumerism here on YouTube. Thanks for being here. All right, without further ado, let us jump into this, my 18th anti-haul. All right, the first thing that I'm not gonna buy is this. So many of you asked me to talk about this. It was the most requested thing that I've been asked to anti-haul, I think, than any other product ever, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Like Stephanie Nicole said in her recent Get Ready With Me video, that there's been so much bad press about this brush kit, but bad publicity is publicity, man. It's good publicity. So I feel like so many people have talked about this so much, talked so much shit about it, and sometimes, you know, it's great to have a really complicated reason why you're not gonna buy something, and other times it's really great to have a really simple reason and then just move on and get on with your life and your day and do things that actually make you happy instead of dwelling on the drama and the ridiculousness. So all I'm gonna say about this is $360 for a brush set. Nope. Okay, next up is this. I have been wanting to talk about this for so long. This is the Lilumia brush washer machine cleaner thing. The first time I heard about this, I think, was watching some of Bunny's videos, some Graveyard Girl. She did like a review. I think she actually did 2 reviews of this, because the first time she was like, this doesn't work, and then she was like, I'm gonna try it again because some of you said I was using it wrong, and it didn't work the second time. Like, girl, I think it's on sale right now for $99. That's why it came back into in my radar, because I think it popped up on some Instagram ad or something as it was on sale. Usually these retail for $134, I think. Basically, it's a little robot that cleans your makeup brushes for you. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous purely for the fact that it really does not work. I don't think there's any shortcut to cleanliness. Like, if you want to clean your makeup brushes, you really got to clean them yourself, because different brushes, different textures of bristle, different thicknesses, different densities, you have to clean them to different degrees, you know? If you have a really lightly packed brush, it's a lot easier to clean than something that's a little bit more dense or something that you've used liquid or cream products on. And this, you know, when people have, you know, tried this product out, it's gotten some of the less dirty brushes clean, and then some of the more dirty brushes, like concealer brushes or foundation brushes, are totally not clean. You gotta put it in again. Like it's like it's like an old school dishwasher where like you gotta wash the dishes before you even put it in. Like, ugh, like that's so frustrating. I'm living in a house with a dishwasher for like the first time in my adult life, and while it's very convenient at times, part of me is like, is this a scam? Like, this is a scam. Like, and I know that yes, really good dishwashers, like you don't have to wash them before you put them in, but girl, I'm renting and I don't have the best dishwasher, and I feel like this brush cleaner is like a crappy dishwasher where like you gotta wash them either before or after you put them in the machine, and it totally defeats the purpose. Just wash them yourself. Oh my God. Nope, don't need it, not gonna buy it. I don't need a robot to be involved in my makeup. Like, I'm already artificial enough. I don't need some artificial intelligence sitting on my desk in the shape of an egg. The singularity, I'm sure, is coming, but I guarantee you we're not going to encounter it in the form of this bullshit. Okay, next up is this. All right, this is the Morphe 39A. Okay, so this is a palette, it's like the Morphe 35 pan palettes, except you got 4 more pans, and it's a slightly different layout. You've got these 2 rows of smaller shadows on either side of this row of larger shadows, which are supposed to be like the perfect transition shade for any skin tone. When I hear something like that, when you're like, oh, there's a whole range of shades for any skin tone in one product, I immediately think pro product. I think not for the individual consumer. Because if they have to qualify something like, oh, you could use it for many different skin tones, that means that you're gonna have products that you're not going to use for your one skin tone that you have. There's no way that you're going to get as much use out of this product as its intention, which seems to be for someone that's working with a lot of different skin tones in a lot of different capacities. Furthermore, they kind of talk about this being like, you're all over, like, full spectrum palette, full colors, you have every color you need to do any look. I don't think so. I think like the 35B is a full spectrum palette. That's the glam palette, like the bright palette, and you can see me talk about it more in my upcoming Battle of the Brights video, where I talk about some of the best and meh bright eyeshadow palettes. I would say that's more of a full spectrum palette than this. I mean, I guess you have a lot of different shades in here, a lot of different tones, a lot of colors and everything, but it doesn't seem to be a full spectrum of color that you can create any look from. And, you know, maybe if they rearranged it in a kind of visually logical way where it was a full spectrum, where I could really see the color discrepancies and stuff, then maybe I would agree with that. But girl, I don't know. I think this is supposed to be meant to be used in like quads. So you've got like four, like these little groups of 4 that like can create a look or a cohesive look, and they correspond to the undertones in the shade row in the middle. And remember how when I said in the Morphe 35O it was like overwhelming, like too many shades? This is even worse. You have even more shades, and you have it laid out in a way that's so complicated. You're like, I want to do a warm glittery eye, but I've got like 4 different quads that are warm glittery eyes in here. Like, which one do I use? Why should I use one and not the other? Like, what? It's gonna be just so overwhelming. I get overwhelmed by makeup. I'm sure you do sometimes, and this is like no exception to that rule. Ugh. Also, not to mention, you had the perfect opportunity, Morphe, to do something that like Lorac does, for example, which is to separate out your mattes and shimmers. More eyeshadow palettes need to get on board with this trend. Separating mattes and shimmers is the best way to ensure your matte shadows look matte and stay matte. Viseart makes their pro palettes exclusively all matte or exclusively all shimmer, so you never get that kind of shimmer contamination. Lorac, their pro palettes have a row of mattes or 2 rows of mattes and then 2 rows of shimmers. I think the Mega Pro is like that. You have them they're separated. They're in the same palette, so it's not the most isolated kind of version of that idea, but they're at least separated enough where it's easy to find a matte versus a shimmer. If you're a professional makeup artist, you want to be able to get a matte shade or a shimmer shade and locate it as quickly as possible. I know obviously looking at it, you can see if it's matte or shimmer, but if you're in a rush and you're really working fast on somebody or yourself, you want to not have to think about like, oh, this is on the top row, but it's a matte, and this is on the bottom row, but it's a shimmer, and this is blah, blah, blah. Like if you're really using eyeshadows to their fullest potential, which is also taking into account the finishes of those eyeshadows to create even more depth and dimension, you want your mattes and shimmers separated. And when I first saw this layout, I was like, oh my god, Morphe's finally done it. They have two separate sections of the palette. I'm sure they're separated by matte and shimmer. No. I feel like this is just an ultimate design fail, yet again, from Morphe, and just, again, too many things, too much choice, much too much of certain things, not enough of other things. It's my story with Morphe, forever, don't need it, not gonna buy it, nope, 1,000 times nope. Okay, next. This is Madonna's skincare line. I didn't even know this existed until some of you told me about this on Instagram. It's skincare. She's got a couple of clay masks from this special beauty spa town in Italy, and where the clay is supposed to be really amazing and, you know, natural, and these amazing sought after, magical, clarifying, beautifying qualities that people have sought after for centuries. She also has like a device, like a cleansing device that comes out to be around $550 US, maybe more. And then she has a rose setting spray, which is $100 basically. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of you asked me to talk about like celebrity makeup and like just celebrity collaborations or products created by celebrities that don't really seem to be have like much of a purpose other than you like buying the name of the celebrity. This is a little bit like that, but I gotta say, like, Madonna has been out there and like a style and beauty icon for a really, really long time. And if there's anyone I'm gonna trust with like beauty and skincare and stuff, I would rather trust someone that's been in the spotlight for as long as her than someone who's like literally a teenager. You know what I mean? That said, the price tag is just out of control. No one can actually afford this. If you can actually afford this, I don't know. Is it worth it to spend this much money on this stuff? Like, will it really make a difference? I don't know. I'm not sold on it. But I have to be real with you and say that the real reason why I'm not going to be buying any of these MDNA Skin products is because when I was in high school, it was the Drowned World Tour. It was like Madonna's first tour in like 15 years. It was like a huge deal. And me and my friends cut class to go to Tower Records. That shows you how old I am. We went to Tower Records to wait online to get tickets for the Drowned World Tour. This was in New Jersey. It was at the Brendan Byrne Arena, which is now called something else. I don't know what it's called now, but it used to be called the Brendan Byrne Arena. Again, if you're from Jersey, you know how old that makes me. And we cut class, we bought them. They were like $200 each. Like, it was crazy. Like, we bought all these tickets for all of our friends. Madonna canceled one show on her entire like East Coast leg of that tour. And it was the show that we bought tickets for. She canceled one show, and it was our show. I cut class. I went to Tower Records. I spent the hard-earned money I made selling shoes at the mall. Like, I have a grudge, obviously. I still have a grudge against Madonna for breaking my little gay teenage heart all those years ago. And she hasn't made it up to me yet. And I guarantee you this $600 skincare wand is not gonna make it up to me. No, I'm sorry. I'm still mad, Madonna. I'm still MAD, MDNA. Okay, next up is this. Sometimes I do these kind of bigger categories of types of products and things. This is surprise boxes or beauty boxes or advent calendars that you can buy from a variety of places. A lot of places sell these things. Basically, it's kind of like a subscription box, except you just like buy it once. So I've already talked about monthly subscription boxes of makeup and how they kind of just exist to kind of get you hooked on different products, tease you with little samples of things, and then make you buy the full size thing, and, you know, if you really want it or whatever, and then you waste all this product of things that you don't like or whatnot. And in response to that video, a lot of you have said, well, yes, some subscription boxes, though, are awesome because you don't get little samples. You actually get full-size products of things. Then you could really use them. It's worth it. It's worth the value of the subscription box. I still have issue with that because if it is about the full-size product and whatnot, then the purpose of these boxes is to introduce you to new products that you would not have discovered on your own before. And like I said when I talked about subscription boxes, and I'll say it again now, I don't need any help finding new makeup. And another reason why you might want to buy this is you have an idea of a product that you might want, and so you buy this to see if you get it, see if you luck out and get that product that's expensive and fancy and maybe it's a deal. And if you want something, just buy the thing you want. Don't buy this like it's a game. No one's making you play this game. You don't have to play the game. You could just buy the thing. What are you gonna miss out on? A cardboard packaging with cutouts in it? Woo! No, girl, we can get crafty. We can make that on our own. Ooh, speaking of crafty, my next Make It with Kimberly is going to feature this. This is it's my little eyelash box. I made it. It's an eyelash holder. Isn't that cute? Thumbs up if you want to see this Make It with Kimberly video. It's like, I think it's a great way to store your eyelashes. Anyway, yay. Get crafty, make your own advent calendar. Oh, no, I don't need it, I'm not gonna buy it. No surprise, don't surprise me. I don't wanna be surprised in that way. I don't wanna be, oh, surprise, it's a foundation, that's not my skin tone. No, 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 no. And then I gotta talk about this. So many of you messaged me about this as well. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Gold collection. One of you suggested playing the Too Faced Chocolate Gold launch video drinking game, which is where you watch the launch video in which Jared Blandino talks about this collection, and you have a drink every time he says real gold. I played it. I played it the other night. It'll get you. It'll get you there. Of all of the products in this collection, I could say the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar palette might be the best in it. The diamond box highlighter thing, this is just like, it looks like the Charlotte Tilbury Gold Bar thing, which was a really overpriced highlighter in a cardboard package. This is like the same thing. It's diamond. There's diamonds infused in the highlighter and it's in a cardboard box. Like, I like appreciate in an ironic way that idea. Like, could you imagine getting proposed to with a diamond ring in like a crappy cardboard box? Wouldn't that be like a fun joke or something? Maybe like as an idea, but not to actually do it. Not to mention the ethics of purchasing diamonds, period, are really complicated. I don't know if I even support the use of diamonds at all in this collection, let alone packaged in a cardboard box. But the real thing in this collection that bugs me is this peel-off glitter eyeliner. This is a drag queen eyeliner mishap waiting to happen. The idea with this is that you can put on your glitter eyeliner or whatever, and it works, it stays on, it's easy to apply, it's like a liquidy glitter product. And you know, if you've ever worn glitter on your eyes or anywhere on your body or anywhere, you know that it's really difficult to remove. You really should use like blue painter's tape to remove it instead of just using like a makeup wipe or something, because it will get everywhere. So this product is supposedly like making the removal aspect of it part of the application. Totally novel. I gotta give it to them. That's a really, really novel idea, and I think it's addressing like a problem in glitter makeup that very few companies have really clearly addressed. But I just cannot imagine that this would work at all. I feel like NYX eyeliner, the old crystal liners, have you ever tried those? I feel like that is this product, because I remember when I used to try to wear those, like when I first started doing drag, I would do like a glitter eyeliner and the whole thing would just peel off. It would just like start to peel off as I was wearing it. So I feel like this is just that product. It's the cheap ass NYX glitter eyeliner that like wasn't supposed to peel off, but they're like, oh no, it's supposed to do that. I don't need it, I'm not gonna buy it. The chocolate gold, even though it's real gold, I'm not gonna buy it. Sorry. Oh, what's the Kimberly Clark drinking game? What would it be? It's like, I don't need it, I'm not gonna buy it. Have a drink every time I say I don't need it and I'm not gonna buy it. Ooh, uh-oh. Kids, I'm not encouraging that. I'm not recommending that you play drinking games with YouTube videos. Although, in the direction that we're going with some of the content on YouTube, I don't know what else we're gonna do with YouTube videos. All right, and then finally, since a lot of people, like when they do favorites videos and stuff, they include non-makeup products or, you know, a song or something else. And so I figured, why not in my anti-haul video, why not include something that's a non-makeup item and more of an idea? And so to close out this anti-haul video, I would like to anti-haul the phrase, I'm sorry you were offended. This is a phrase that you hear more and more now because people are living more kind of public social media lives and inevitably are saying something that offends someone or a group of people or someone else for a variety of reasons. And a lot of times they, want to kind of save face and they're kind of forced to say something about it because they live in this public eye and it's like a PR thing, like you have to like address it. And more often than not, you have people saying this phrase, I'm sorry you were offended. Now, when you just break it down, like, I get the meaning behind it. I know it's well-meaning. Like, I'm sorry I upset you. Like, that, even that phrase is better than I'm sorry you were offended. If you say I'm sorry you were offended, it's putting all of the onus on you and your overwhelming tendency to become offended at everything. It's kind of implying something like that. Even I'm sorry I offended you is better than I'm sorry you were offended. If you say I'm sorry you were offended, I don't have any responsibility in that. I didn't do it. I didn't offend you. You were just offended by something that I just happened to say. No. If you really want to apologize for something that you did, that you own that you did. A lot of people ask me to talk about this in specifics to the beauty world because, this is something that I have another video coming up in my Listen Up series that really addresses this in a kind of deep way. I've said a bunch of stuff on this channel that a lot of people have taken issue with, or I've offended people in ways that I didn't even realize I was offending them, where I've said things that I did not mean in a certain context, but because of the language that I used were really mean and harsh and not good. And in order to deal with that, I didn't say, I'm sorry you were offended. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I didn't even know I was doing anything wrong. And now I do. So let me examine my own behavior and work on myself and figure out what about my perception of the world allowed that to even come out of my mouth. I think we can all be better about this phrase, I'm sorry you were offended. I feel like it's a very easy out a lot of times. It allows us to not confront what we've actually done and the implications of that. And specifically the fact that it has implications on other people and their lives that we don't really understand for whatever reasons, for whatever privileges that we had. If we could really let go of phrases like, I'm sorry you were offended, and replace them with questions like, what can I do to help? How can I use my example of ignorance and bigotry, and how can I overcome that personally, and how can I share that with you? I think that's a more productive way, and I hope that in the future, because I'm sure these things are going to happen more and more, the more public our lives become on social media and whatnot, the more people are going to say the wrong thing and do the wrong thing. And I think we have to really just own that we're all human and we all make mistakes and all say all kinds of things. It's about how we deal with each other in the response to those things that really matters. Ugh! I'm Kimberly Clark. Thank you so much for watching. That was my 18th anti-haul, aka what I'm not gonna buy. Let's try it again. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Again, check out my Listen Up series for even more intense discussion on these issues. Check out the rest of my anti-haul playlist. I've got 17 other videos chock full of ways to help you curb those shopping impulses and help you combat consumerism on the personal level. We can do it. We can do it. We're here for each other. We're gonna help each other out. That's why I'm here. Fairy godmothering. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you really want to support these videos, consider becoming a patron of mine on Patreon. You can give as low as $1 per month, and that really, really helps me stay on top of these videos. It really gives me an incentive to continue doing these videos, and I'm indebted to all of you that are my Patreon supporters. You're the reason these videos exist, the reason that I've been able to grow my channel the way that I have, the reason I've been able to continue making these really important videos. So thank you. Again, the get ready for me with this video is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. If it's already posted again, I will link it down below, so please check out that description box. Everything you need to know about me is down there, so please check it out. Open that little triangle, look, got some info, see how many typos I made. Check it out, and let me know in a polite way. I'm Kimberly Clark. Bye.